What's up? What's up? What's up, my fam? What is going on? So, I don't know about you, but it's just been like I know this is just now March. I get it. Um, but I just really feel like um it's just so much going on.
Yeah.
Like so much going on, and I feel like it was just January and we already in March.
Mm-hmm.
Um so I'm a little concerned. Like where is the time going, Gabe?
My question is, what is happening this year? Like 2025 has started off with a bang in
Yes.
some good ways and some bad ways, but it's really started off with a bang. I don't know what's happening so far in 2025.
I feel hoodwinked, bamboozled,
Bamboozled, led
led
astray,
astray.
run amok.
I mean, I feel like there is so much going on that I can't
control.
I can't control it, and I can't wrap my mind around everything that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
From politics to religion to
Mm-hmm.
music to
So
business,
personal life.
Like it's just so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like and I had gotten into this thing where I don't really watch the news, but
Mm-hmm.
now I'm watching the news
Mm-hmm.
because I felt like it was getting too negative and too. But now I have to watch the news because I'm trying to stay abreast of all of this stuff that's going on in business, all of this stuff that will impact me and the queen. And I just feel so overwhelmed with 2025, and
Mm-hmm.
it is only March.
Yeah. I'm praying that this moves out.
Me too. Me too.
And for me, it's not so much the world stuff because I've never had control over that in
Right.
any year. That like any president, I think the rhetoric that comes from this particular administration is a lot.
Yes.
But I will say that's something that we've never had control over.
No.
For me, it's the personal stuff. It's the losing of family members. It's the drama that comes from stuff around that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the overload of new beginnings. Like,
Yes.
I for those that don't know, I just graduated.
Woo woo!
So it's a whole another set of pressure on top of
Yes.
that because now I gotta go find find the money.
Yes.
To
Which
pay
will
back
come.
the student.
And it will come.
Absolutely, and I know it will. I have all the faith in the world that it
Yep.
will, but all of this stuff
It's
happening
just a
at
lot.
once? It
Yeah.
feels like a lot. So
No, it is a lot. And so today, because this is Health and Wellness Awareness Month, in the month of March, we always talk about something that has to do with your health and wellness. So today we're going to talk about caregiving, but we're going to hit it from a different perspective because when Gene Hackman and his wife were found in their home, that just hit me like a ton of bricks. There are certain celebrity deaths that just took my breath away. And this is one of them. And I think it hit so close to home because I am a caregiver. And so today we're going to talk about just caregiving and some things that we should consider as we are caregiving. Because the fact that they were in their homes for basically 2 weeks, nobody checked on them. Nobody thought to check on them. Nobody had an inkling that if they didn't see her at the store or something, And the fact that they are now saying that she died first, which explains the mummification of her body, like her body was starting to mummify, but she died first. And because of his Alzheimer's, he didn't even realize that she was deceased. Like, so what do you do as a caregiver to put a plan in place to make sure that not only the person you're caring for is good, but that you're good? Um, so that just hit me like a ton of bricks, because the things that I think are in place, I realized this weekend that they're not in place. So we're going to talk about that today. But after we take a quick break.
Are you looking to change your financial picture? Let us help you secure your financial house. Call us today for your appointment at 214-533-5307. That's 214-533-5307. Or email us at divinelegacyfinancial@gmail.com. We look forward to helping you reach your financial goals. We secure financial homes one family at a time.
Welcome to the camp. Been traveling and it's been too long. The weeks feel like months since I've been gone. Yeah. These sheets on my skin, the only touch I've known. Nothing like the feeling that I left back home. Help me remember, though it's hard not to dream about, 'cause it's the one sensation that I can't seem to go without. Out of reach, but you're close enough, so at least I can see your face. I need to feel it on me. Pull me into your embrace with your hands. No silk, no scent, just touch me with your hands. Your hands. Your hands. I'll hold on till you hold me with your hands. Your hands. Your palms and fingertips stimulate me. Curves anticipating. I've been meditating on the places your caress could take me. In a state of our own making. It's electric. Couldn't pull away when it's magnetic. When you feel me, you make sure I don't forget it. 'Cause this could slip away if you let it. Help me remember, though it's hard not to dream about. 'Cause it's the one sensation that I can't seem to go without. Out of reach, but you're close enough, so at least I can see your face. I need to feel it on me. Pull me into your embrace with your hands. No silk, no scent, just touch me with your hands. Your hands. Your hands. I'll hold on till you hold me with your hands. Your hands.
Yeah.
Man, I like that.
Yeah. Shout out to Alex Isley.
Man,
Yeah.
we're going to play some more of her stuff.
Don't
like
say I
that.
never put you on or nothing, you know?
I know. You put me onto a lot. I'm still tripping because we have similar tastes, period, in music.
Yeah.
But okay, let's get to this real quick. Okay, so when you are a caregiver, you have to care for not only the person who needs the care, but you have to care for yourself. So my question to our caregivers is, what is your plan to care for you and the person you are caring for?
Mm.
And when I say what is the plan, I'm saying um in the event, God forbid, that something happened to you, what is the plan to have continuous care for your loved one? What is that plan? Because um we have to be able to understand that if something were to happen to us, who is going to provide the care? So does that person now go into a short-term assisted living facility or a skilled nursing facility, or do we have another family member or close friend that you trust enough to provide care in the event that you're away for a short period of time? What happens if, God forbid, you pass? Who then, what is the succession plan for the person's care? And I know that you probably are thinking, what does this have to do with health and wellness? It has a lot to do with health and wellness, because you as a caregiver are providing the health and wellness care for someone else, and you still are providing care for yourself. So you have to develop a succession plan on what that all looks like. Like, I came to the realization this weekend that I need to reevaluate my plan, because I don't know who the next person is if something were to happen to me who would assist in the care of the queen. I have family members that come by, I have friends that come by and check on mom, but what happens if I'm in the hospital, or you know, uh, what happens? So, um, once you develop your plan, think about it on several fronts. Who's going to take care of you? Who's going to provide for your immediate needs? And then who's going to provide for the person that you're caring for, be it mentally, physically, emotionally, financially? We all have to figure out what these plans are. Then I want to talk about what they have now termed as caregiver burnout. Have you heard of that?
No, I haven't.
So, caregiver burnout is because it is caused by long term stress.
Hmm.
Caregiving is stressful, can be stressful, because again, you are caring for a whole nother person, kid, adult, infant, child, whatever. You are a caregiver.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Burnout can manifest physically, emotionally, mentally, and behaviorally.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Anything from headaches, stomach aches, your immune system is compromised, depression, you feel hopeless, you have anxiety, you're overwhelmed or exhausted, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so it occurred to me, you have difficulty concentrating. You get really impatient, you become really upset,
Mm-hmm.
you can't really cope with everyday things. Those are signs that you could possibly be burning out, just like we burn out from life every day. So my message to caregivers right now is, take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally. Um, if you don't take care of yourself, you cannot take care of your loved one.
Mhm.
Part of taking care of yourself is developing these plans of care for yourself and your loved one. Also, taking care of yourself means give yourself breaks. Like people ask me all the time, Adrian, how do you do it? How do you do it? How do you do it? For the most part, the queen and I are flying by the seat of our pants.
Mhm.
we do what works for us. I do what works for me. Um, Mommy can still take care of herself. So that's the blessing. Um, I just have to be around for a few things. But as a caregiver, I'm remembering how my mom cared for my grandmother.
Mhm.
Um, and there is no way on God's green earth while I have breath in my body that anybody else will be taking care of my mama but me.
Mhm.
Because I saw her care for my grandmother, um, and I know how she cared for my grandfather before he passed. Um, but I saw Glenda Joyce caring for her parents, and she did not let any ball slip. So for Adrian Nicole, the same will apply when it comes to the queen.
Mhm.
And I did the same thing for both dads, um, for Daddy Walter and Daddy Larry. I just believe that you have to be able to care for your parents or any loved one in a proper fashion. And that means you have to align yourself with the necessary help, align yourself with the necessary tools, align yourself with the necessary information so you can properly care for your loved ones. My hats off to my cousins who have done phenomenal jobs caring for their mothers, their fathers. Um, in our family, we just don't leave stuff to chance.
Mhm.
So what I'm saying to the caregivers out here, whether you're caring for mother, brother, sister, cousin, grandkid, kid, niece, nephew, best friend, whoever you're caring for, you owe it to yourself as a caregiver to care for yourself first. Then you owe it to yourself to have proper information, proper tools, and things of that nature to make caregiving a little easier. Um, any thoughts, Gabe?
Yeah. Caregiving is a thankless job.
It is.
I want to put that out there too. I saw my grandmother do it for my grandfather these last 3 or 4 years, since he had been sick. And like when I tell you, she's the ultimate caregiver. I never saw
Mm-hmm.
nobody give that much, sacrifice her own pain and uncomfortability and to take care of him. And that's
Yes,
been her MO since throughout the whole
exactly.
existence. So it really wasn't no different for her. Um, and so it is a very thankless job.
It
It's
is.
something that a lot of times the person being cared for takes for granted. And so the caregivers out there, make sure you take care of yourself first,
Mm-hmm.
because of the fact that at the end of the day, there's a statistic that I saw that a lot more caregivers die before the people that they're
Yes,
caring for,
they do.
because of the stress and all of the stuff that comes with being a caregiver for somebody, especially a loved one.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not doing it professionally,
Yes.
that's a
Yes.
whole different set of
It's a whole different set.
circumstances.
Yeah.
And so, to all of the caregivers out there, you are seen, you are heard. Keep loving your people, keep showing up,
Mm-hmm.
and God's gonna continue to bless that.
Yep.
Because He sees the work.
He
He
sees the
sees the
work.
work, even if the person you're caring for doesn't. So,
And I'm gonna piggyback on that.
mhm,
Yes, it is a thankless job, but you are making such a difference in that person's life.
mhm,
And you know, there's a lot to be said about caregivers who are caring for their loved ones in their own homes. Um, that's just a whole different level of love and sacrifice.
mhm,
But just know that because of you, that loved one is getting exactly what they need, how they need it, in the manner that they need it. And you are such a blessing to that person, whether they say thank you or not.
mhm,
Um, Here are some resources for our caregivers. Um, if you feel as though you are approaching burnout, talk to your healthcare provider, talk to your social worker, talk to your mental health professionals. They can give you tips and tools on how to better manage your feelings, your emotions, your health, and how you provide care to not only yourself, but what that also looks like as you're caring for yourself as you care for that person. Um, for assistance, I'm going to refer you all to our wonderful friends at the North Central Texas Area Agency on Aging. That's a lot of A's. Whew. Um, these are our friends who came by last July and gave us a plethora of resources. And so you can go back to our archives and watch the July shows. But they gave us wonderful resources. So here's the helpline, which is 1-800-252-9240. Again, 1-800-252-9240. The Texas ADRC helpline is 1-855-937-2372. Again, 1-855-937-2372. The Texas Mental Health Warm Lines, 844-755-4673 or 817-546-7826. Again, Texas Mental Health Warm Lines, 844-755-4673 or 817-546-7826. And then the North Texas Aging and Disability Services line, 940-202-4500, extension 101. Again, 940-202-4500, extension 101. And if you're on Facebook, you can go and find the North Central Texas Aging and Disability Resource Center. Also search NCT ADRC. Like them on Facebook, and you can get all sorts of resources. So as we close tonight, I just again want to stress the importance for caregivers to have a caregiving plan. And what that caregiving plan should entail is number one, how to care for yourself as a caregiver mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, because you can be hit in all those areas. Number two, when you're considering your physical care and your mental care, what does that look like? on a short-term basis and a long-term basis. Number 3, what does the plan consider for the caring of your loved one? Physically, emotionally, mentally, financially. And then number 4, who are the backups? Who do we go to if there is an issue and you need additional assistance on a long-term basis or short-term basis? Um and I just think we just as caregivers need to consider that. Um who checks in on y'all? I have told my people in my village, if you guys don't hear from me in 24 hours, come knock on this door, come, you know, to the house, something. Um, People, stop letting time go by and you haven't heard from people. Um, I was really saddened by the fact that Gene Hackman and his wife were in that house 2 weeks and nobody had checked on them. 2 weeks. That's a lot to me.
Yeah.
Any closing thoughts, Gabe?
Yeah, I mean, first to piggyback off of that point, check on your people. The people in your circle are there for a reason, and I'm guilty of this too. Is getting so caught up in everyday life that you don't check on the people you love. So, that's something that I'm gonna actively do better. I was having a conversation with my cousins over the weekend. Like we
have to do better.
We got to do better. Everybody grown now. There's no excuses.
Yep.
So, that's another example of that's kind of a side note to the caregiving point, but check on your people.
Check on your people.
Check on your people.
That's part of caregiving, because even if you're not a caregiver per se, we all are caregivers of one another. Like if I don't hear from certain people, I am like, hey,
yeah.
You didn't answer this phone.
It's certain people, like my brother and my brother that lives here, we talk at least twice a week. So, if I don't hear from him, I'm like, either he hit me up or I'm hitting him up.
Exactly.
It's never like a question about it. Like I know it's gonna be one of us.
Exactly.
And it could just be that we busy. Like most of the time, that is what it is. But
because we all get busy.
It's life. Like it happens. But check on your people. That's all I can say.
Okay, well, all minds clear.
All minds is clear.
All right, to our caregivers, this next song is just for you. Peace out, y'all. We see y'all next week.
Dig, man. So many things in the world is changing and will continue to change. Some of the things we love, some of the things we dislike. It's inevitable. But baby, I just wrote this song. So you know how I feel about you. But knowing we don't say it every day. No, I won't. I'll never change, baby. 'Cause Jesus change. Nothing remains the same. The only exemption is love. It just keeps going insane. Let me say something. Baby, you got my heart, baby. Oh, when I try to let go, this I know with all my soul. Your kiss is like forever, and I'll never let you go. No, and none of this will never change. 'Cause seasons change. Nothing remains the same. The only exception is love. It just keeps growing. Don't ever change. No.